Here's transition from computer. So again, similar kinds of setting events. You remember that from this morning. Mom asks him to shut down the computer. He engages in some problem behavior, and he escapes or delays shutting off the computer. Sometimes mom would let him play for a while longer. Eventually, mom would just take the computer away. Long term, right, mom's dream is that if she asks him to shut down the computer, that he does so, and that she actually wanted him to shut down the computer, not just slam the lid closed, but she actually wanted him to learn the skills of close down all your programs and properly shut down a computer. And if he did so, mom would praise him, and he'd get to choose a preferred activity that wasn't the computer, because we were trying to actually increase his number of activities more than just something electronic with a screen. Right? We wanted to teach him to enjoy other things. In the short term, he could, if mom said shut down the computer, he could ask for 5 more minutes with the preferred activity. Again, I don't think that ever happened, not even once. And computer's pretty highly preferred. But still, we laid everything out for him, and he was like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do that. So similarly, a visual schedule for this routine. We embedded choice within the routine, so he got to choose the preferred activity that he could do after computer. We used a visual timer so that he knew when he was going to be told to stop. Mom used positive contingency statements. If you do this, then you can that. Again, we had planned a pre-correction. If you want 5 more minutes, ask me for 5 more minutes. But we actually never had to teach that, because when mom said turn it off, he did. Okay? So we didn't have to teach 5 more minutes. We did teach him again to pay attention to the visual timer. And we needed to teach him the steps to shutting down the computer. And in the video that you'll see in a second, you're going to see mom Velcro just a little tiny checklist of all the steps to the side of his computer screen. And that's what we used initially. And there was essentially a visual task analysis, a little schedule for first close all your programs, then go to the start button, click on shut down, wait until the screen is dead, close it, give it to mom, right? In terms of consequences, if he shut down the computer, mom praised him and told him what a fabulous child he was. He got a highly preferred activity after shutting down the computer, if he did so cooperatively. And again, if he ignored mom, mom just kind of kept at him. And if he continued to ignore mom and not shut down the computer, she would just take it away from him. It's over, right? So your problem behavior will no longer get you more computer time. If you ignore me when I say shut it down, I'm just taking it away, okay? Here was his visual for that. So again, contingency map-like with a bit of a schedule up front. So mom turns on the timer, and that was the timer that let him know how much time that he had. And it was a timer, I'm going to show you, we're going to talk about the specific timer in a little bit, but this was a timer with green, yellow, and red lights. And when he started playing computer, the light would be green. When it was almost time for the computer to be over, the yellow light would flash, a warning that soon it's all done, get ready. And then when the red light flashed, it was over, okay? He would play on the computer for 5 minutes from when mom set the timer. So she always set the timer 5 minutes before it was going to be done. When the time was up, he needed to turn the computer off fast. Again, we were using the fast word. Here's essentially the steps. Close all the programs, turn off the computer by hitting the shut down part of the menu, close the computer lid down and hand it to mom, and then you get to choose your own activity. If you don't do these things, mom chooses your activity. Simple, right? If you want to choose what you're going to do, you need to shut down the computer. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you what to do, and I might not give you something to do that you find quite as enjoyable as what you might select, okay? So here's the video for that one.
Yellow light means what?
So she asked him, what does that yellow light mean? Because it's yellow now.
Yellow light means what?
And he signs soon finish.
Close. Yeah, computer finished soon. The red light.
So she's got the visual map.
Red light means what?
I don't know that I want to say what it means.
Computer finished. See? Time to stop.
So now she's Velcroing the little task analysis, the steps to shutting down on the side of his computer.
Sit up.
And she's going to sit him up so that he's in a better position to actually shut it down.
Yes. Yes, you can have book.
He asked if he could have books after computer, and she said, sure.
Hey, hey. First what? First the X's. Yeah, X. Later. Here.
All right, the games are later. You have to click on all those little X's. He always had about 52 windows open at any given time.
You need to be fast. This one here. Good. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know. No. Here. Shut it down. Thank you. Good work.
Right? She's delivering praise as he's doing what he's supposed to do. Good for you. Yes, thank you. Right.
Wow. Good boy. That was so fast. Thank you. Shut. Close it down. Give it to Mom.
Computer, he asks, and she says, yeah, tomorrow. He's stuck in the cord.
You're sitting on the board. Thank you. Good boy. Yeah.
Right? I mean, again, this was a couple of weeks of intervention. So it didn't take very long. This is a pretty capable kid, and kind of once we laid out how things were supposed to go, we had to teach him a few things. But, this is a couple weeks in, and within a few more weeks, he knew how to independently shut the computer down, too. And so then Mom could just say, it's time to shut it down, and he could do that without her assistance.